Okay, students, now as we have talked earlier, I am going to show you what is the meaning of zeros of the polynomial. Okay, now I have taken this polynomial x square minus 1. Okay, this is the polynomial. We can say it is p of x. Okay, now what is the meaning of zero of the polynomial here? Now this is the graph of the polynomial x square minus 1. Now as we can see, this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Okay, you can see here that this graph cuts x-axis at -1, x equal to -1 and x equal to +1. This point is 1 0. Okay, and if you can see here, this point is -1 0. Okay, so we have two value of x, -1 and +1, where value of the polynomial, this polynomial becomes 0. So what is the meaning of becoming the value of 0? See, at both the points, when x equal to 1, this point is on x-axis. Now we have already studied earlier that on the x-axis y is 0. Okay, on the x-axis y is 0, and here we also getting the answer 0. It means the 0 is what? It is the value of y. Okay, which combinedly make a point x1 y0, x minus 1 y0. So what is these zeros? It is the value of x for which y is 0 in the graph. Number of zeros are giving us the value that how many times this graph cuts the x-axis. Okay, it gives us the value that how many times the graph cuts the x-axis. For example, if I change here, if I make a change here, let's say x to the power 3 plus not here, x to the power 3 plus let's say x square plus x plus 1. Okay, you can see every time number of points that cut the x-axis changes. See, if I remove one by one thing, see, if I remove 1 and this plus, graph changes. Okay, only 1 point. If I remove the x, again graph changes. Now 2 points are there where it cuts the x-axis. Here it is just touching the x-axis, but so we can say there are 2 zeros. Here, if I cut the square, graph again changes. If I cut the x, graph again changes. Okay, that is how by changing the equation, graph always changes. Okay, so zeros are nothing but the values of the variable. Okay, here we can say the value of x, or if the variable becomes y, then the value of y. If variable becomes t, then value of t. Okay, but basically it is the value of the variable at which polynomial becomes 0. Okay, so we have to check the same thing for everywhere. Okay, for the first question we have already discussed that yes, it is 0 of polynomial. Okay, and for the second one, okay, p of x equal to 5x minus pi and value of x is 4 by 5. Now we just need to simply put this value here. Instead of x, we will put 4 by 5 minus pi 5 get cut, and 4 minus pi. Now we know that value of pi is 3.14. It is not 4, so it will not become 0. It is not equal to 0. So answer is no. X equal to 4 by 5 is not the 0 of polynomial p of x. Okay, now let us do question number 6. It is more important for us to do the question number 6. What the question is? P of x equal to Lx plus m, where x equal to minus m upon L. This is the question. We need to check that this is the 0 of the polynomial or not. So put the value of x minus m by L. Here L, instead of x we will put minus m by L plus m. Now we can say L get cut, remaining part is minus m. Here we have plus m, minus m plus m got cut, so answer is 0. So we can say yes, x equal to minus MIL is the 0 of polynomial p of x. That is how we can solve it. Now let us do another example number 7. P of x equal to 3x square minus 1. We have to check it for minus 1 by root 3 and 2 by root 3. One I will do and one you will do yourself. Okay, let me do this. Minus 1 upon root 3. Here we have 3. Instead of x, put this. If we do this square, minus becomes plus. 1 square is 1. Root 3 square is 3. Minus 1. 3 get cut. Remaining part is 1. So 1 minus 1 cut, and we have answer 0. So that is how we can say yes, minus 1 by root 3 is the 0 of this polynomial. By the same way you do the same, put this value inside and check whether the answer is 0 or not. You will find it very simple. Okay, now question number 4. Okay, now we need to do the reverse of this question. Here we have the polynomial. And we need to find the zeros. It means we have to find the value of x where it becomes 0. So first question, P of x is x plus 5. Okay, now we need to find the value of x where the whole value becomes 0. It means here we don't know that what is the value of x where which it becomes 0. So we will take this as 0. Okay, now we need to find the value of x. So we will make this x alone, put this 5 into right side, plus 5 becomes minus 5. So this is the value of x where it becomes 0. Try to put this here. Instead of x, put minus 5. Minus 5 and plus 5 get cut and answer becomes 0. So x equal to minus 5 is the 0 of this polynomial. Okay, easy. Okay, we will do another example, that is the second question, P of x equal to x minus 5. Okay, we will do the same thing again. Take this as 0. Put this minus 5 into right side. Minus 5 becomes plus 5. Okay, x becomes alone. So this is the value of x where which this becomes 0. Put the value of 5 here. 5 minus 5, 0. Okay, now next, third question. P of x equal to 2x plus 5. Okay, take 0 here. Same way, 2x, take this plus into right side, plus 5 becomes minus 5. Now take this 2 into right side. Now relation between 2 and x is multiply. If we take it here, it will convert into divide. So it becomes minus 5 by 2. X become alone. So this is the value for which this polynomial, value of the polynomial becomes 0. Now we will do another example. Question number 5. P of x equal to 3x. Again take 0. Take this 3 here. It is in multiply, so it will convert into divide. 0 divided by 3 is what? 0. So value of x becomes 0. You can cross check it by putting the value here. Put the value of x here, 0. 3 into 0 is what? 0. That is how you can find the value of x. Okay. Let's do two examples. Okay, this is the question. Now this is A. Now you must understand one thing, that this is P of x. It means variable is only x. This A is not the variable. Okay, it is something like it is anything constant. Okay, it is not the variable. Variable is what? Just x. Okay, so ax, take 0. Take this A, it will convert into divide. Now 0 by A is what? 0. So that we have the value of x, for which if we put this value here, instead of x, put value of x equal to 0 here, and A into 0 becomes 0. Okay. Now another question, last question we are doing now from the exercise 2. P of x equal to cx plus d. Now this is P of x. It means just this x is on the only variable. C is not the variable. It is just a constant. And here it is not 2. It is d. Cx plus d. Where the question itself says that C and D are real numbers. Okay, so we have to do the same thing that we have done earlier. Take equal to 0. We have to make this x alone, that plus d becomes minus d, and this c will convert into divide. So this is the value of x, minus d by c. This is the value of x, for which we can have the answer 0. Okay, if you want to cross check it, just put this value here. Instead of x, put this value and you will have answer 0. Okay, that is how we can solve the questions. Thank you. That's all for today. Just like my channel, subscribe my channel, and share my video if you like it. Okay, bye, and we will discuss the next topic, remainder theorem, in next lecture. Thank you.